Hello. You are tuning into the episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's second topic. Some people are starting to hold Harbaugh accountable. Look. Guys, listen. For the most part, all intents and purposes, lending credence to it. When it comes down to the Baltimore Ravens losing, the majority always throws, no matter if he's perfect or not, on the shoulders of Lamar Jackson. That's how it goes. It's sickening, it's sad, it's deplorable, it's absolutely foolish, but that's how they conduct themselves. But you see, there are other big names that are looking at the team, looking at the performances, looking at the product, and they're saying, not Lamar, more like Harbaugh. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play two different clips, video and audio of both, of an NBA player and Gilbert Arenas breaking it down, right, from what his opinions are, right, and Cris Carter from, Vikings great Hall of Fame receiver breaking down also what they think is wrong. So without further ado, I'm going to play both of them and we're going to break it down even further, okay? If you like more content like this, please remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment, guys. You don't love the comments, and also subscribe to the Wunderkind Morning Show, okay, guys? So you get the morning pot of tea every morning. All right, guys, let's do it. Check this out.
The Ravens punt on 4th and 3 from their own 32. There was a minute and 33 to go. There's this cramping thing that they talked about after, that Lamar was cramping or that they would have pushed to go for it. A lot of people saying that's when you close it out if you're Baltimore. What do you think Harbaugh should have done?
I think in that situation, everyone is very, very different. But their whole approach to the season was, we're going for everything. Like, we're going to be ultra aggressive. But with early in the season, all guys are dealing with it. We haven't played a whole bunch in the preseason, and we can't practice enough to really get in game shape. And given the amount of mobility that he had during the game, that's a real thing. So you can't just say, oh, no, when your best guy who's going to give you multiple options, I'm going to ignore the medical part of it. But the problem is he hasn't, and I listened to you earlier, Harbaugh has been absent on the sideline the last 4 or 5 years, because you can't have that number of years and be that good of a coach and punt and be like, hey, I'm happy with punting to our defense. This is not Ed Reed. This is not my boy Ray Ray. Like, they are just a shadow of themselves. All those first-round draft picks, 5 first-rounders in the secondary, multiple other first-round picks on the defensive line and linebackers. Like, I'm concerned about their whole defensive system, and not last night, but what I've seen the last several years. And I tried to look it up, but to me, maybe your expert information staff, I know, but around the same time that they departed with Wink Martindale, their defense is starting to change. And since then, like, what's their identity been? Like, what's it been? Okay, last year they got to the passer. But, like, what's it been? Turnovers. Like, if I'm Aaron Rodgers in Pittsburgh, I'm so excited to get this version of the Baltimore defense, because it's not a version that he's going to ever want to see. But they don't have an identity as a defense. And when you don't have an identity, that's going to dictate going for it more on 4th down, even if your quarterback is compromised, which they said Lamar was last night.
Guys, here's the thing. We saw the hit that Lamar took that was causing him pain. Which, after the play is done, gets absolutely speared into the ground. Which they're allowed to hit him like that. This is another reason why I harp on the O-line so much. Because, you see, if Lamar didn't take that hit, he would have went for it on 4th. He would have battled it. Harbaugh gets final say, but he would have at least battled Harbaugh and be like, nah, we going for this. Because if we get this, game over. We're not giving them another shot, putting our defense out just getting cooked all game. But once again, the O-line that Harbaugh picked and is backed so wholeheartedly got our quarterback injured. Next guy we're going to talk about, check this out.
The reason that they lose these games in the fourth, last year they were number 1 through 3 quarters. They were, 29th in the league in fourth quarter points. It shows me it's because of coaching style, right? You become scary. You became a college basketball coach up 20. Now you want to run offense. Offense didn't get you there.
Scary.
Your athletes got you there.
Yeah.
Right? Now you want to actually show that you can coach, and you slow down the momentum of your team, and you choke off the game. And that's what it showed me, in that fourth quarter, last 5 minutes.
So it's not just us as Raven fans that are seeing this, getting mad about it, getting frustrated about it. Everybody else, they can honestly say it's bro, nah, this is a Harbaugh thing. Because he likes to go ultra conservative, which allows teams to come back, and it takes your team out of its rhythm. And he blames everybody else but himself. Because in his mind, that's the way how you're supposed to do it. And it's this is no longer the 80s or the 90s. You got mobile quarterbacks, or even the early 2000s. This is you got mobile quarterbacks that can move around, buy time, the scramble drill, find a hole in your defense, and keep smashing you there. And there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing. So taking the ball away from them and keeping the ball out of their hands, especially when the game's on the line, is always the best option. Always the best option. I've already told you, as much as they're talking all this foolishness about Josh Allen and Lamar, I already told y'all before. I got Josh Allen as the second best quarterback in the league, third Patrick Mahomes, first Lamar Jackson. And all those three guys, you don't want to have the game on the line and trust that they can't get it done with your defense. They're going to get it done. They're that level of great. And even if they can't throw it to the guy, they can make plays enough with their legs to get it there. So yeah, they'll scramble, and on top of scramble, then they'll run for yards. Stop the clock. Make people miss. That's what they do. It just gets so frustrating sometimes. But boy, I'm telling you, that seat that Harbaugh sits upon, that throne in which he finds comfort, the bottom of it is starting to smoke. It is starting to gain a little bit of heat. I'm just hoping that the media keeps on this, because that's how you keep coaches in check. When a coach knows he can do no wrong, he can do whatever he wants, and then beeline out of there, he gonna keep doing foolishness. But when the media can get on a guy and know that, hey, they can make such a stink that you can lose the way how you earn money, yeah, it'll put you right back in the right place of mind. I gotta do something the right way. Can't be out here living all crazy. Can't be out here acting like I don't know common sense or I don't have any. Just being real. But like I said, I love that people are starting to hold Harbaugh accountable. Operative word, accountable. Because that's something he's never had to deal with. It's always been, it's Lamar Jackson's fault. Defense is playing bad, it's Lamar Jackson's fault. Offensive line playing bad, it's Lamar Jackson's fault. Ravens lose, Lamar Jackson's fault. Derrick Henry fumbles, it's Lamar Jackson's fault. Hollywood Brown gets stripped at the close to a goal line, it's Lamar Jackson's fault. Zay Flowers gets stripped in a playoff game, it's Lamar Jackson's fault. Mark Andrews drops a touchdown, it's Lamar Jackson's fault. So having him finally get some accountability starts to even out the playing field. And I love it. And I'm here for it. But what do you guys think? Are you happy that people are starting to hold John Harbaugh accountable? And how long do you think they can hold him accountable? And do you think that seat will heat up any further? Let me know what you think down in the comment section, please. All right? But as always, that's the episode of the Wunderkind Show. Thank you for watching. I know we get down, we have fun, and we laugh, but everything we talk about, we do what? Facts and truth. Please remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, guys, leave a comment. You know I love the comments. If you haven't already done so already, check out the Wunderkind Morning Show live, Monday through Thursdays, 9:30 to 10:30 a.m., where we touch on all hot topics of sports and a little bit of trivia at the end, nostalgia trivia from the 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s. Guys, be there or be squared. Support, subscribe, like, become a member. It's worth it. I'm telling you. Also, if you want to donate to the channel, help out with equipment and stuff like that, bottom of the screen, QR code. QR code's to a Cash App. Cash is located in the description of every video that we do. Name of it is money sign, The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. But that's the episode of The Wunderkind Show. This show is Dr. signing off. And as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I'm out of here, guys. Yerp.
Finish him, Daddy.